Hello gamers, it's SelfKitty99 and as you can see I'm at Stromgarde Keep, the beautiful new version of Stromgarde Keep in the new Arathi Highlands. And right here, this is a rather beautiful little feature where you port in with the Stormwind lion on it and all the Alliance blue colours. It's quite an impressive entry to the new location. And the art department have done a wonderful job of updating the keep, so I thought it might be a nice idea to give you a tour of the beautiful new base. Because with the new quest it's tempting to just run in, grab the quests, rush off, do all the work and kind of miss the area itself, so let's take a look. First thing I found was this rather beautiful fountain. Very similar to the fountain to be found in Stormwind, and a big statue of the Stormwind lion. And some nice seating areas for people to enjoy the beautiful views while they're here taking a break from running out and doing the war front. And the area around the keep is quite well landscaped. We've got some beautiful trees, nicely spaced out bushes and things. It just makes it all a very pretty location inside this very practical keep.
What can I do for you?
And here's the Griffin Master just to the side and behind the main keep building, with his new updated Griffin models. And there is the keep building itself. And the keep is gated off into several different sections, all with the keep doors so that you can, the portcullis keep doors, so that you can block off different areas if it was actually invaded. So it's a very practical design for the keep as well. And everything is on such a grand scale, everything is so big compared to the size of my character. How tall it is. The tower just keeps going up and up and up. It just makes you feel quite small and insignificant. Inside, the design of this main keep building is very reminiscent of the garrison keep. I think they've used that model and added, I think the tower is new though, so I think you've got the main garrison building and then they've added a big tower onto it to give it the new design. It's a very clever reuse of assets and altering them enough to make them fresh and new. It's a really beautiful building. I mean, look with the little chandeliers, the way the flames work, everything's got such nice little touches. Even the gates are very, very, very tall. The fortifications make you feel very small, and the whole thing just feels very, very solid, as a real castle would do to defend against being attacked. It's even got the notice board, call board. There's nothing to click on though. And around the area you've got lots and lots of buildings that all have the practical look that you would expect inside a garrison. Some of these places I'm certain are going to be useful during the actual war front, because it looks like we've got all those practical touches that will be necessary for the actual war itself. So you've got the blacksmith, you've got places for eating for the troops, we've got a butcher, look, to grab some food from, and yes, you can buy food here.
Good.
And over there you can see the siege engines in the workshop. I'm certain that's going to be I'm certain the siege engines for the wall front are going to be useful. And that bunker there that we just walked into, that's a design from the garrisons again. And here is the side entrance to the keep, again with a great big portcullis to lock it off and keep it safe when you get attacked. And here, let's have a closer look at the, oh yes, there's some target dummies right there by the siege engine workshop, and here's the workshop with the siege engines that will be used in the war front. And they've even got little carts and horses and carts and workmen dotted around the edges, so it looks like a real working, functioning keep. More lion statues. And here is the front entrance to the keep. Let's just have a quick look outside. See, they're still building more fortifications. These are these towers, aren't they, to use the siege weapons from the tops of. And there again is a little tower on the side of the hill front to add a little bit of a watchtower effect so that you can see people coming if the bad guys are coming. Let's take a look at the opposite side. Here, look, we've got the stables. Oh, look, we've got 3 different coloured horses. Oh, that's quite cute. And then one open as if they're... and there's a guy on a horse that looks like he's had his horse out of the stables. So you've got the empty stall. And then more people around. Barracks here for the soldiers. Again, that's a design that was used in Warlords of Draenor. That was the barracks that was in the garrison and in the main camp in the Ashran area, so that the troops have got somewhere to sleep.
Good day to you.
Armour and shield crafter Jonathan Flynn. We definitely need somebody like that in the inner actual keep. We've got the mages there practising their spells, and that's the opposite side door exit again with a portcullis. Some of the off-duty soldiers there. More barracks for the troops here, this time a tent, so the place is still being built, or we've got more troops than you expected, so you put up some temporary structures. And let's go into the rearmost section of the keep. Here we've got some solid little wooden houses in that sort of traditional style. Here's an inn. Again, that looks like a garrison inn building to me, so it's very clever reuse of a lot of the assets they already had to make it easier on the art department to get these things built. Lots of places for people to stay. Lots of rooms. Possibly would have had the officers barracked into the inn and the men in the barracks, so that the officers just got a little bit more privacy. Junior officers, of course, sharing rooms, and the senior officers having their own rooms, possibly being in the garrison building itself, if there's, depending on how many of them there are. Lots of little trellises. Oh, look, even space for a little dog round the back. More tables, a little gazebo. All these nice little touches that are kind of hidden behind the areas where... oh, look, birds on the table even pecking at the food that's been left. Hello, bunny. Now, can we walk along the palisade walls? We can. At least a little bit. See how far we can get, shall we? And we will look at the stuff below a little bit later. Let's just see how far we can get across the wall. So this palisade wall isn't actually defending the keep itself, it's actually holding back the banks, that the earthen banks where you've built the wall on top of, the stone wall on top of. So the wooden palisade here is just holding back the earthworks so that you've got the lower area of the keep is protected from the earth falling down. Yeah, I can't quite get up onto that slightly higher section, but let's have a look what we've got around here. So we've got little scrolls and things. Oh, see, all these little touches really do kind of make the place feel real. What have we got around the other side?
Good day to you.
More food and drink, so you can buy some little bits of food and stuff around here.
See you later.
More scrolls. So this is more like a scribal area, a magic area. People doing lots of spell casting and writing and studying. Oh, enchanting trainer in the little tower. Is there anything up the top? Let's take a look. Oh, that's a beautiful library, isn't it? That's an updated model. Oh, that's very nice. Look, floating books, yes. Floating candles. That's a cup. Oh, very pretty. That's a lovely library. Very cosy with a little fire and all the books. Very nice. Very, very nice. Like that. Let's go see what else there is inside Stromgarde. So the tower is slightly above. See, this is very reminiscent of the old Stromgarde with the way that the buildings are laid out. You've got the upper section, the lower section, just like you did in the old Stromgarde, but everything's updated so it's fresh. Oh, we've got all the profession trainers round here. Oh, look, a little fountain there. Yes, this looks like we've got all the profession trainers in this section. That's convenient. And we've got another inn here, possibly more for the off-duty soldiers, with the other inn being more for, I don't know, maybe townsfolk and stuff. I don't know, you could do both either way, couldn't you? Or more space for eating, maybe for the, maybe that inn. Maybe that's a refectory or an inn, that building there. And yeah, yes we do seem to have all of the profession trainers around this section, all with their own little buildings. Are these all the buildings from the garrisons again that have been used to populate this area and pop all the trainers in? That looks like it could be to me, yes. Yes, I think that's what they've done. They've reused a lot of the assets from the garrisons in Warlords of Draenor to help fill out the space of the grounds for the castle here at the new Stromgarde Keep. Very nice. And it is very, very beautiful. And that, I think, means we've been around most, if not all of it. Oh, we've got a little higher up section here. Look, oh, a little house. Like the little houses that you get around Elwyn Forest and places like that. Yeah, this will be where the workers are. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Have they got their washing hanging on? Yeah, look, they've got their washing hanging on a line inside the house. That. There's plenty of room outside. You could have hung it between the house and the tree, mate. But now he's hung it up in the rafters of the house, so nobody sees his washing. Yeah, and that's the end again. So yeah, I think we've been all the way around now. But yes, I think this new Stromgarde's very, very beautiful. What do you guys think of it? Did you take a good bit of time to have a good look at it while you were here? Hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. From Soft Kitty 99, goodbye and happy gaming!